I pull up, roll the window down it. I pull up, roll the window down it. Yeah, I pull up, roll the window down it.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel like chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, you can't be replaced. It's not in the case of anybody. That's why I spend my life with you.
Hi, hotties, kettles, tea stirs. You're here for hot tea. All commentary is alleged, and in my opinion, this is for entertainment purposes only.
You deserve that.
Well, I agree with her.
You seem surprised.
I do think that a man should do all that he can to provide for his woman. Yeah, and he should make her feel comfortable, and he should hear her when she speaks. He should not shun her. I don't think that it's or right to dismiss someone when they're only trying to get through to you. I don't like that.
Are you talking about Dr. Greg?
I am. You so worried about Gregory. Worried about Greg? Are you serious?
I don't think she is.
You have absolutely nothing, and you have my scraps. Ooh, oh my God. But the scraps that you keep talking about, boo. And that I let you have.
Sweet tea and...
What up, hoes? We in other people business. I know it's been a minute, child. I've been traveling. Look, child, I got a lot going on. I've been trying to maintain these platforms, but let's get into it. And if y'all think we're not going to talk about that fat-titted, hip-rolled ass man getting arrested, y'all got another thing coming. We're going to talk about that, but let's talk about Sweet Tea and Quad, right? Because, listen, now, y'all done heard me go back and forth with this situation. So, in the first breath, I don't know, I ain't really care for Sweet Tea. And then I kind of started to like her, you know what I'm saying? She kind of really grew on me, her quirkiness, her countryness, and in my opinion, at the time, I was feeling like she's a great match for Dr. G. And then, you know what I'm saying, over time, look, Sweet Tea, I'm with you when I'm with you, and look, child, I'm gonna have to call you when I gotta call you. It's getting goofy. It's getting goofy, sis. It's getting goofy. And I don't know if you want to hear somebody tell you that because it seemed like everybody around you lying to you, okay? It's getting goofy, Sweet Tea. At this point, you're married to Dr. G. There is nothing else that needs to be said pertaining to Quiet. Like, you shouldn't even have her name in your mouth anymore because at the end of the day, you got the man. I want y'all to get in the comment section and let me know what you guys think. So shout out to the Bravo Shade Room because Bravo Shade Room posted clips of Sweet Tea on her YouTube channel when she was with Dr. Simone from earlier today. I think they posted that video earlier today. They posted clips of Sweet Tea and Dr. Simone basically shading Quad and Dr. Heavenly. Now, her and Dr. Heavenly having a back and forth beef, it is what it is. I totally get it. I can't tell nobody how to respond and when to stop responding or how to react and when to stop reacting to a person that grinds their gears or aggravate them. I'm not here for that. It's more so the fact that why do you keep shading Quad? I just find it to be very odd, and now it's starting to give the ex-husband obsessed with his ex-wife, so he talks so much shit about her to his new woman, who is now his new wife, and so now you have a certain level of animosity toward Quad that just seems unjust at this point, and that's just my personal opinion. And like, I understand you feeling some type of way about Quad communicating about you and your husband now, but I think we just kind of gotta be realistic, right? If Quad was originally on Married to Medicine with Dr. G in the same house that you are sharing with him now, what do you think she is going to feel when you now come on that same platform with Dr. G? Whether you feel like she's not married to medicine or not, the premise of you all getting on Married to Medicine is under what? And at the end of the day, I just kind of like to be realistic. It's not even about sides or anything like that. It's just about being realistic. What realistically did you think you were going to garner from joining that show that he once shared with his ex-wife. And realistically, y'all know how I feel about men, but Sweet Tea is giving pygmy energy now, it seems like. And those are just the vibes that I get, right? Because Bravo Shade Room also released a clip that is going to be airing tonight in regards to Sweet Tea and Quad and them having this back and forth. And I just don't understand what Sweet Tea animosity with Quad. Like, you're married to the man, keep him. I don't understand what the problem is. And if we being realistic, if you're saying the problem is her having conversations about you and Dr. G, what is it that you're doing on your platform? You cannot try to ridicule somebody for doing the same thing you're doing. And I just feel like that's what's going on with her and Quad. And why do you feel like she can't have an opinion about you being on the same platform that she once shared with her ex-husband? Now, the ins and outs and the details to how that marriage dissolved itself, that's between them. That's not really between you and I or anybody else. That's really between them. But we all can have an opinion on it nonetheless. Just like people can have an opinion on what is being displayed today on the show. And realistically, I don't think Quad said anything that was wrong. And one thing about pygmies, and I always tell y'all, they're willing to battle other women even to their own detriment, and that's what is given. Sweet Tea has taken issue with people having an opinion of how her husband treated her on that show as if it wasn't alarming. And the fact that she is willing to battle people that have empathy and sympathy for her in the way that he treated her is a huge red flag to me. It's one thing to say, okay, you guys, it was a misunderstanding, whatever the case may be, but to actually take up an issue and see people for having empathy and sympathy for you in a problematic light because they have an opinion on the way that that man treated you is a huge red flag in my opinion, and is very off-putting, and it gives pick me. It gives very male identified, and I always tell you guys about male identified women. They are literally uphold a man even if it's to their own detriment. And a lot of the times, pick me and male identified women, they are always seen battling women that really are not against them. And I feel like Sweet Tea takes up this animosity toward Quad because of the way that her husband speaks about Quad, which is his ex-wife. This is a story that we've seen all too often. When women get in relationships with these narcissistic men and they have now been able to convince this woman to be in this triangulation affair with him, when in reality it doesn't seem like Quad is really pressed over Dr. G. Now, I've been honest with saying that whole situation that Quad did with King when they was sitting down talking with Simone and all the couples on the vacation, I feel like that was unnecessary, right? And she was exaggerating and she was really trying to get under Dr. G's skin. I feel like Quad knew what she was doing in that moment. But again, I don't necessarily see it as her wanting to get his attention because she's upset rather than getting under his skin because why are you even here? Like, I get that part of it. And I don't think Quad is a saint to that. I do think she's guilty of that. Like, I don't want you here. I don't want you in my space. So I'm going to make this uncomfortable for you and your wife. But again, when it comes to Sweet Tea and the animosity that she has toward Quad, it's just very odd to me. And the fact that she always talks about Quad or continue to bring her up, why? Like, you will never catch me bringing up a bitch that my husband used to date. Like, what the fuck is that? I don't give a fuck about them hoes. In my mind, I got the prize, right? And so what I also hate to see is women that are in narcissistic relationships battle other women when in one day you might need these women, right? You will think in your mind that you want, and a lot of times that's why they stay in those suffering marriages, because they don't want people to be right about what it is that they were speaking about all along. But Sweet Tea, the way that he spoke to you is just, it's just, I don't know. It's very alarming, to say the least. And the fact that people try to make it seem like, oh no, it's just, a disagreement. It's one thing to have a disagreement. Like, it's another thing to literally blame a person and shun a person. So let's just get past that, right? Y'all check out these clips, because I feel like what Quad was saying wasn't necessarily wrong, but where do you think this resentment and this aggression comes from when it comes to Sweet Tea against Quad? I think it has more to do with Dr. G being in her ear. But y'all get in the comment section, let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit the post notification bell so you guys are up to date each and every time that I upload. For now, we about these hoes' business.
You deserve that. Well, I agree with her.
You seem surprised.
I do think that a man should do all that he can to provide for his woman. Yeah, and he should make her feel comfortable, and he should hear her when she speaks. He should not shun her. I don't think that it's fair or right to dismiss someone when they're only trying to get through to you. I don't like that.
Are you talking about Dr. Greg?
I am. You so worried about Gregory. Worried about Gregory? Are you serious?
I don't think she is.
You have absolutely nothing, and you have my scraps. Ooh, oh my God. But the scraps that you keep talking about, boo. And that I let you have.
Sweet Tea and...
My life is so good. I love my husband. My husband loves me. We're spending time together. So much time. We don't have time to be propped up on the YouTube.
You'll still be doing inpatient, just not the outpatient.
I feel like
And you're doing well.
I feel like
we don't need it. The house is almost paid off. I'm almost done paying on choirs.
Who's gonna help Quad pay our choir house? The one she living in.
Yeah, I pull up, roll the window down it. I pull up, roll the window down it. Yeah, I pull up, roll the window down it.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel like chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. 'Cause the love you give, you can't replace. It's not in the case of anybody. That's why I spend my life